Hello, team owners and fans alike of the USFL Premier 20 Team Fantasy Football League. Here we go with highlights. In week 6, I'm reporting from outside the league office in a undisclosed garage down here in Miami. The weather is wonderful. Don't know where it is or how it is where you are, but we are here. We've got some exciting videos coming in the future. Kyle Smith, USFL project president, and myself are going to be making a lot of introductions and pushing guys to do a little more as we continue to try to improve and entertain and have fun ourselves as a group of guys that just love the USFL. So without any further ado, highlights week 6, a little bit different format today. We'll start with Miami. The spirit of Miami, Matthew, is he's doing great. He's now 4-2 over the Maulers this week. You know, Russell Wilson versus no quarterback means the team that has Russell Wilson wins, and that was Miami this week. Maulers, John Pahala's having a tough time. Maulers are 4-2. I'm sorry. Miami, Spirit of Miami is 4-2. Maulers are 1-5. Next game in the Atlantic, the Generals and the Federals. Man, this game went down to the end. Only the Federals head coach met his projections. Fortunately, his head coach has had the bye and will keep, Tina's head coach. She'll keep him throughout, but didn't help. As a head coach is not going to help much, but he adds that point or 0.7 or 0.5. Generals win though. Jose, congratulations. Jose's 3-3. Federals 3-2-1. We'll see the board soon on these ties and power rankings. Moving on from there, the Stars played outside of their division against the Showboats, and on Monday Night Football, Mike Lanzalotti's Stars pulled out a win over the Phoenix champ Showboats, James Hayes. Tough loss for James, wanting to get back in the middle in the tough Southern Division, but the Stars prevailed, go to 2-4. Showboats are 2-4, and again, we'll discuss that on the board. The real difference there for the Stars, the difference maker is Watson. I'm telling you, that was a good pick, and as I predicted, OBJ didn't do that well, but Watson, what a star, and the Stars have him. So I did go 8-2 this week on my projections. Just wanted to say that. Moving on to the Southern Division, Tampa Bay wins in their game, and they go to 4-1-1. McCafferty, Jeffrey, and Panthers D does it for Tampa. Terry Harness 4-1-1, first place over Jacksonville 4-2. Phil Wilfong, and Phil had a little bit of quarterback trouble with the bye this week with his starting quarterback. That did cost him, again, Tampa on top in the South and best record in the league, I do believe, going forward. We'll look at the board soon on that. And then Birmingham and Orlando, it was a really important game for both of these guys to stay somewhat close to Tampa, as divisional battles are going to start now heavy every single week. Birmingham comes out on top on Monday Night Football and wins that game. It was close. I said it was going to be close, and it was. That takes care of the South, as Tampa is in first, Bulls are in second, Birmingham, Orlando are right there, and then Memphis is down at the bottom. Wow. But Memphis has got the second most points in the league. They're coming back, guys. James Hayes is coming back. Also, let's go to the Central Division. Oklahoma takes down the Blitz. You know, the Blitz have tried to stay with, I think so as Cleveland goes, so the Blitz go with Baker Mayfield. But that's, in our league, it's tough to make any headway there. But James Winston, for Oklahoma, Diggs dug James Winston out of it, and Oklahoma wins, goes to 4-2, remains in first place in the Central over Michigan, who took down the Gamblers pretty easily. Michigan is 3-2-1. We'll see that on the board. San Antonio with the upset of the week. I called it. It happened. San Antonio, look, hey, Jake's got more guns. He's got Barkley coming off. It's no telling what he's going to do there. Upsets the Oakland Invaders in an out-of-division game. Tough loss for Randy Minor, but San Antonio did it. And then as we spoke, Chicago and Houston tailed that list at 2-4 and 1-5. Moving on to the West, important game, Portland and LA. LA had something to prove, fell short. Portland wins. Strong, but the player rank puts Oakland in first place, even with a loss to San Antonio. The Invaders are officially still in first in the division out there in the Pacific. And then Arizona is 2-3-1 over Denver, still at the bottom, but improving their record, tightening up that division overall. Here we go, looking at the standings. And I have a small board, and it's in honor of, I suppose we can just say, breast cancer with some pink here. But I'm going to try to center in on this, and we're closing out, guys. Kyle is going to have a lot to say over the next week or so, and there'll be a surprise guest. We are looking for others to do and come up with something creative themselves. Here are the standings. I hope everybody's able to see that. I've got the rankings there. And the spoilers. And the main league page will have that too. Have a great week, guys.